And we're in, and welcome back to Terraria Blue Mage Challenge. Last episode, we accidentally beat Brain of Cthulhu. That's not even a joke. I just wanted to see how good and better Arena would do and how the Crimson Sand would do, and turns out it was completely destructive and obliterated the brain. So I don't know what to do now, is what I would normally say, but I do have a couple ideas. First off, where is this? Make some Crimtane bars. All of them, because who cares? And I am going to make the Flesh Catcher. Sounds disgusting, but we need a fishing rod. Item number 2, armor. We have 20, 45, 60 ingots. We need one more. One more ingot. I think I have some Crimtane in here, don't I? I need to organize these, but that's one of the things I'm going to address. I have Crimtane in one of these chests, right? Or did I grab it all? Yes, I do. Oh, I have bars already. Okay, so that's enough Crimtane to make the armor. How about, tissue? Because it requires 15, 35, 45, ooh! Well, let's say hello to our new armor set. So let's see, we have... I gotta move my inventory around. I'll sort it out soon. 6 defense versus 4. This gives us a 4% critical chance. Doesn't really help when, you know, our weapons don't really do that. Let's see, that's a 12, 17, yeah, that's not really gonna affect it. Versus increased damage overall. I will take it. 5 versus 7. 5% range damage increase versus another 3. So far, I'm still +1 with the new set, and this is also another 3 and 6. Versus 4 and 4. Oh no, that's also crit. Now the crit combination is chance to save ammo, which is nice, because I would have 50 more sand. But I believe the bonus for Crimtane is increased life regen. So we have more defense and we regen health, versus, and we lost, well, basically all of our crit. But I think that's a decent upgrade. You know, we kind of need defense to survive. We have a strong weapon now. So, on to the first order of business. I guess putting up my stuff. There we go. I need this in my inventory. And I suppose I should find a place for my old pet. I'll have to make a pet chest later. But okay. So, a couple things I want to address that I figured out off camera. 1. How to get more of this vicious powder. Because right now, I basically just went and got a lot of vicious mushrooms, which can be crafted into 5 vicious powder. They don't spawn the best, so I didn't have the most to work with, but it was enough to make some sand. Now, I've already addressed how I get sand. I go to a new world and mine it up, just because, well, I don't want to destroy what little desert I have, just for sand. So if we come over here to my beautiful jungle gym, slowly make our way over. There we go. Now we do the cool thing and go underneath. And the Dryad here sells purification powder, which removes crimson and corruption. But that's not what we want, is it? No, what we want is vicious powder. So, why not the Dryad? Well, whenever there is a blood moon, this is no longer purification powder, it's vicious powder. So, yeah, whenever there's a blood moon, I can come over here, sell 100 gnomes, and buy probably like, 500 vicious powder? Right, Orbo? About 500, you say? Oh, you think more than that? Whatever, so that will take care of our vicious powder situation. So if I go back to... Actually, I guess I could... Where should I demonstrate this? I'll demonstrate it up here, sure. So if I come up here, and I place a little bit of sand, let's do it like this. Right, like this, load up here. Yeah, that should be good. So we have a little pile of sand. If we grab our vicious powder, as you can see, turns it all to crimson sand. And then I just mine up the crimson sand. And just like that, we have more of our ultimate weapon. So in the end, yes, money is going to save us again. Reforging, buying crimson powder. That's why I created the gnome farm. But I'm not going to try to rely on that too much. But it's just good to know that I do in fact have a method, careful, to get more crimson sand should I need it, which I probably will. So with this flesh catcher, we can go fishing. Don't worry, I'll do that off camera. I just gotta show off how I'm going to do that. And what I'm going to do off camera is get crates. One, because I want to upgrade my boots. Which I believe... What do I need to upgrade them? Let me check. Crafting... Boots can be crafted into... I need ice skates. That's right. And I get ice skates in the Arctic, but from our little... Well, for one, we have a small Arctic biome. And I already did some exploring, couldn't find it. So instead, I'm probably going to go here, add a whole bunch of water. I'll show how I'm going to do that in a second. And fish up until we get ice skates and upgrade our boots. Why? Because it annoys me not having them upgraded. But that's all we're going to fish for. Besides maybe some bonus fish like, I think it's also caught in the snow biome, the codfish, which reduces chance to consume ammo, which will be handy when you only have 70 pieces of crimson sand, which means less sand used, less money spent, all the better. Now, while we walk over to the goblin to reforge our beautiful brain here, and maybe some of the other things, we'll see if I feel like it, I've decided that our next boss, a ladybug, that's supposed to be good luck, is not going to be, let's be real. Anyways, the next thing is Queen Bee. Yes, I love finding the Queen Bee before Skeletron, plus once we beat Skeletron, we're going to have an incredibly powerful weapon, so there's no longer going to be a challenge. So I decided we're going to fight the Queen Bee. Now, normally, I would go explore the jungle, find a honeycomb hive, whatever you would call it, and spawn, the Queen Bee that way. What am I going down here for? I can collect my sand. I'm going to the goblin. I guess I'm just used to coming down here for the boss fights. Yes, I know I'm a fool. We've been over this. It's not news. But I want to fight the Queen Bee, so what I'm going to do is instead is take all those beautiful bombs I bought, that's a lot of B words, and bomb out an arena for the Queen Bee fight. And then I'm just going to craft the Queen Bee spawners with, I think it's spores, or I know there's stingers and honey. Can't remember the other part, but basically you just craft the crafting material. Yeah, craft the crafting. Makes sense. But you craft up the summon, and I'm just going to do that. Make a Queen Bee arena, and then hope for the best. Because I really don't think so. Now, Queen Bee is just an annoying boss fight because of the fact that her defense gets stronger the more you fight her. Meaning that at first you do a lot of damage, but then towards the end you end up doing no damage. Meanwhile, she can scan faster and faster. Alright, let's go with, we'll sell 60 gnomes. I said 60. I should sell them all, but I can get a better price for them later. So please, Mr. Goblin, reforge my brain. That sounds weird, but I don't want damage. Please give me some defense. Defense. I can do better. There we go, armored. We'll take it, still have some gold on us, and I'm saving this because when you sell them to happy NPCs, you get more money. But okay, we have our brain with a little bit more defense. So that's what we're going to do. Next episode, we're going to fight the Queen Bee. I'll build the arena off camera because it's going to be a pretty standard, 3-4 rows plus honey plus statue. That's something I got to find is honey. But that should be easy to find. We're going to get some bait in the jungle while we're there for fishing, so I can make ice skates later. But I can do again all that off camera because I'm trying to move the series along. I realize it's taking a while, ain't it? Yeah, I didn't mean to. I know, it's a challenge where it's going to take some time, but it's taking a little bit too long now for my liking. So off camera, oh yeah, I was going to show you how I'm going to do the fishing hole. So I'm just going to dig right here, just a little hole to demonstrate. We don't have a hammer. I should craft up the hammer. Where's my oars? Do I have any extra? Actually, I can use wood. Wood, hammer, wood, hammer, wood, hammer. Would a hammer wood? Would a wood hammer could? If a wood hammer could. I don't know what I'm saying. There we go. Wood and hammer. So, I don't have a bucket. Do I? Oh, that's some extra gold I could put in. Would you get out of the chair? Oh no, I clicked on the wrong one. I guess that was vicious mushroom. Okay, what am I looking for? Iron, or buckets. I don't think I have either. I got lava buckets. I could throw those somewhere. But no. Let's see. But there we go. I do have extra gold. Well, that's a whole chest I just got opened up. Or, okay, screw this smart selecting. It's not being smart at all. Makes me think I have stuff I don't. Okay, I don't think I have any iron anywhere. I have another lava bucket. Oh, there we go. Lead, not iron. Okay, give me a bucket. Thank you. Me. So if... Okay, where's the water? Where's the water? There's some water down here. So yeah, this is a basic infinite water trick. Nothing new, but it does come in handy. Oh yeah, I don't have things anymore, so I gotta be careful. Beautiful. Alright, so infinite water can be done with just one bucket if I recall correctly. Now, can I still do this? You need 3 pieces of the block. Doesn't matter which. And then you do something like this, if I recall correctly. Then you hammer this to that, and you just do this. Oh no, you put it here, right? Yeah, and you just click fast enough and you can collect your water. And look at that, you fill up one bucket to, you know, 1,000,000. Pretty easy. Takes a long time, yes, but hey, you know, we're early in the game. We don't have an infinite water bucket. Which I think you get from the angler, right? I should cover this. I might have needed that water, you never know. Okay, back inside. We gotta wait up the night. Or we can, quote-unquote, wait out the night. And by that, I mean... Oh, would you look at that? It's now morning, because all I'm going to do is sit here anyways. I love that. Until I make a bed, which I should probably do. Okay, so that's Queen Bee Arena next episode. I should probably go... get some honey while I do this next part. Yeah. Okay, let me dump this off, because we're starting to get to the end of the episode. Sorry, didn't mean to waste so much time with talking. But I gotta, you know, explain why the next couple of episodes we're gonna be moving faster. It's because I'm doing stuff off camera. So, I didn't mean to make a door again. That's like the 3rd time I've done that. There we go. Okay, off to the jungle while I explain the next part. So, I'm going to make a Queen Bee Arena. I'm going to make some fishing spots, try to get some skates. And while we're in the jungle, pick up bait. So that way we could just fight Queen Bee a few times. Gotta also make the Queen Bee Summoner, which I'm also going to try to procure right now. And after that, obviously we have to beat Queen Bee. Once we beat Queen Bee once, we can fight Skeletron, and then we can do the dungeon, and then we can move on to Wall of Flesh. Yes, it's that quick, so if I do all this off camera like I'm planning, we should be able to do a lot of fights the next 3 episodes or so. Now, in addition to that, I finally figure out what I'm going to do about the stylist. So you may remember a few episodes ago, I explained how when I'm on camera, or I'm building, I have to build a proper house for every NPC. And, you know, I was doing that. I actually made a pretty cool looking house with, my, demolitionist. I'm really proud of that house. But the problem is the Dryad would move in and didn't leave. Not Dryad, we want the Dryad. The Stylist moved in and wouldn't leave. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna build a Stylist house. I came up with nothing. Absolutely nothing. And so I did the thing I always do when I made a hotel, right? Well, I finally figured out what to do about it. In every playthrough, I try to have one quote-unquote buddy NPC that lives with me in my house. That way it's one less house to build, and, you know, blah blah blah, right? So I was thinking, what if this time the Stylist is my buddy NPC? Not for any other reason than to, you know, move them out of the thing, and I don't have to worry about creating a house for them. There we go. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I will make my house the Stylist house. A little buddy-buddy situation. I need to clear these out. My bad. I'm a bad Terraria player. So that way, I have a reason to A, build a home, so it's just going to be whatever home I want it to be. And now this is a blue playthrough. I might have to play around with blue. Not make it a pure blue house, but maybe something like slime box or whatever. But we'll see, and I'll use it for storage, so I can actually manage my storage this time. Unlike my last playthrough where I made a super storage and then didn't do anything with it because of how late it was. I'll make a proper storage this time. Okay, careful. Oh, yeah, I forgot to speed up. That could be bad. Let's see, honey, honey, honey. Looking for some honey. And I guess a stinger. Ooh, a heart lantern. That's also nice. But yeah, so I'll build a house for me and the Stylist to live in. That'll take care of the housing problem, and I can get back to building houses for everyone. Okay. Oh yeah, Beezor. I'm gonna need a Beezor anyway. Come on. Nope. No, go away. I'm taking a lot of damage, but can I get a stinger? Yes, I can. Will you drop a Beezor for me? Be nice. In case you're wondering, that little visual effect that goes off is me dodging. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, you know, that's an attack we dodge, so super defense or infinite defense, whatever you want to call it. Alright, we need honey, and doesn't look like there's going to be any here. But this might be a good place for an arena, if I can find some safety, which I can't. Okay, I'm going to have to find that off camera too. But yeah, so I'm going to build a house for me and the Stylist so I can start going back to theme building and I can show them off. Also do that off camera. I'm going to build a Queen Bee arena off camera. I'm going to fish off camera. Oh, look at that. My regen effect. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Anything you want to add, Orbo? Yes, I know I kind of wasted an episode, but in Terraria you gotta take episodes where you take stock of everything, and I have. So, off camera, I got a lot of work to do. Luckily that does not involve you, right Orbo? Yeah, I know you need a rest. So, fishing, bee arena, bee summons, some honey, some fishing bait, some houses, maybe a lot of houses. So I got a lot of show off next time, and hopefully we can begin a boss rush. Queen Bee to Skeletron to Dungeon to Wall of Flesh. Ooh, that sounds like fun. And I guess while I'm in the jungle, I can try to get a Beezor. Hopefully I have good luck there, and get the armor we're going to use for endgame. Would you defend yourself, you worthless guide? I don't like you as an NPC. I really don't. So, I have a lot of work to do off camera. Sorry about the waste of an episode, but hey, if everything goes right, the next 4 or 5 episodes should be nothing but action and adventure. Alright, I got work to do, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Probably not, let's be real. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.